This is question 3 of the P1.5 end of topic test. On screen now is the mark scheme for the question, so please mark your work. If you get the question correct, I suggest you move on to the next question. If you get the question incorrect, please listen to the rest of the recording to find out how to answer the question correctly in the future. In this question, you're asked to read the following information, then answer the questions. I'm going to jump to the first question. Question I, it says, below which age is it recommended that children use a mobile phone in emergencies only? So I'm going to go over to the highlighter. I'm going to try and find where they say, so if we read through it, a newspaper article has the heading, Are mobiles putting our children at risk? A recent report said that children under the age of 9 should not use mobile phones because of potential health hazards or health risks. You can see it's the age of 9 there. So the correct answer here is 9, and that will get you the mark. The next question wants to know, why does the human body absorb microwaves? So continue from where we left off. Although there is no direct evidence that mobile phones are a health danger, the advice is that young children should only use mobile phones in emergencies. Currently there are over 30,000 mobile phone masts in the UK. The masts transmit microwave signals between mobile phone users. Objects containing water absorb microwave radiation. This is why humans can absorb microwave radiation. So why can we absorb it? It's because of the idea that objects containing water. So the answer there is that humans contain water. And it's the mark there for the fact that humans contain water. So the next part of the question asks, what are the possible effects on a person's body of living too close to a mobile phone mast? Continue reading where we left off. It says, when microwaves are absorbed, they produce a heating effect. This is not thought to be a significant health risk. Some scientists worry that long-term exposure to microwave radiation may cause genetic damage and cancer. So the answer for this next part is genetic damage (1 mark), and then cancer for the second. That's a mark out of 2. The final part of the question asks, have these effects been proven? So if you continue reading, other scientists think there is no evidence of this, but also you might remember that when we read earlier in the question, there was part of it said, although there is no direct evidence. So have these effects been proven? The answer is no, and at the moment there is no evidence. No direct evidence. The mark here is for getting the idea that there's not a proven link. Okay. So in part B of the question, it says the microwaves used in microwave ovens have a frequency of 2,400 million Hz and a wavelength of 0.125 meters. It asks you to write down the equation that links frequency, wavelength, and wave speed. So I'm just going to write the symbols above them. So frequency is used as an F, wavelength is a lambda, and wave speed V. You look on your equations sheet and you see that wave speed V equals frequency F multiplied by wavelength lambda. That will get you the mark there. The next part says calculate the speed of the microwave, show clearly how you work out your answer. So we're going to use V equals F times lambda. And I'm going to look back into the question to find out what those things are. So you can see that frequency is 2,400 million Hertz and wavelength is 0.125 meters. The only thing we need to do is sort frequency out. So frequency equals 2,400 million Hertz, which looks like that. So we're going to put that into our equation, so we get V equals 2,400 million multiplied by 0.125. If you put that into your calculator, you find it equals 300,000, which you're going to struggle to fit in there, so I put V here equals 300 million. and that's meters per second. And a good way to check that, see that's worth 2 marks, one for the working and one for the correct answer. A good way to check that is you should know that microwaves travel at the speed of light, and the speed of light is 300 million meters per second.